Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Breakout. I'm letting the world burn. Nah, not really. I am starting on EnderIO, which requires you to burn bedrock to get what's called Grains of Infinity. Now, I do not see a single one has dropped yet. Oh, there we go, finally. Burn 9 pieces, get 2. Now I will automate this here in a bit, but as for now, let's go ahead and take a look here. And as you see, I did go ahead and make the Empowered Emeradic block. Last episode I did submit one, so this was not completed. So I went ahead and got an emerald and made the one more so that I can have this block back. Just because I wanted to complete that quest. Nice. I mean, it was easy. Took 30 seconds. Now, to go ahead and get into EnderIO, which I think, when it comes to automation, if you're not using EnderIO, I want to say 120? I think that's when LaserIO came out, was 1.20. I think. Fact check me on that. But if you are using anything other than EnderIO, you are sorely limited. In my opinion. I think that it is the quintessential automation mod, and not even because of the machines, just its item conduits and fluid conduits and its energy being able to all fit into the same block space. And there's even applied energistic support. So you could have literally everything run in the same 1x1 block square, or block chain, and just save so much space, especially in this mod pack where space is key. It's the best thing. Now, the reason that I left it until just now is just because I felt like it, honestly. I could have beelined straight for it, but I did want to do thermal. That way we could have a little bit of a foundation and just kind of breeze through going and doing all of EnderIO's, helps if I spell it, IO's machines and stuff like that, because it is a little resource intensive, but it's also a very powerful mod in what you are able to accomplish with it. And as you can see, you do have quite a few alloys here, some a little easier to get than others, some a little more useful than others. But we will be looking at all of those later. Right now, the quest wants us to make a basic capacitor, which is nice and easy if I had copper ingots. I'll go ahead and just make one for now. And because I don't want to keep that, complete that quest. And see, I will set this up later, but I am going to go ahead and claim it for the item conduits that are there. And I'll store the rest of the stuff over in a chest here. There we go. And I'll store that one as well. Now let's take a look here. The main one is first machine, so all the simple machines, Sagnal, alloy, and powered furnace. So we'll go here. Simple powered, simple alloy, and simple sag. Since I do have this power system already set up, don't have to worry about making the simple sterling or anything else really. And over here, these simple machine chassis were in these 4 cardinal item frames. So don't have to make those from scratch, even though they're real simple, other than needing the iron alloy ingots, which you do kind of need in order to make the machine that makes them, which doesn't make too much sense to me, unless I'm just not waiting long enough. No, it's required. It's not cycling through. Okay, I guess that's so you can't skip into it quickly. But let's go ahead. Do I have the other stuff needed? I should. Let's see, I need 2 gears there, 2 there, and 2 there, so I need 8 stone gears. I know there's got to be a cheaper recipe than that. There we go. So 6 stone gears, should need just 1 piston, 2, 3 furnaces, flint, yeah, I got flint there, got iron, and I'm going to need some stone bricks. Place that in there. I do have iron, right? I have 1 iron. Ugh. Go ahead and process that. How much iron do I need? I need 2. 2, 5, 7, and 2 buckets. So that's 6, 7, 8, 13 iron. It took way too long for me to comprehend. We have 3. So I will come back once the iron is processed. Oh, I forgot to mention, between episodes I also took and made the portable tank here, a reinforced one, using the Electrum upgrade kit. And I, in a quest a while back, got a Signalum upgrade kit. So I did go ahead and upgrade this up to Signalum, which you did have to go through Electrum, then Signalum, and the energy cell here was not actually putting out enough energy, really. I mean, it was, but this was not. So I went ahead and upgraded it so that it could store a little more power, because I have if I remember correctly, I'm going to need probably even more than this. Probably more than a full hardened cell. So at some point I will be upgrading that into Electrum, Resonant, maybe Signalum, I don't know. We'll find out. But still waiting on the iron process, so I'll come back. Alright, and all the iron has been processed now. Make 2 buckets. Simple and simple. I will go ahead, because I know I will need them, make 1 more capacitor here. And we will go over, we'll use the actual addition. No. Let's clear this out. And I'll run a laser here in a minute. That way I can show you what all the machines do. Clear this out a bit. I'll do simple power, simple alloy, simple sag. I did not mean to do that. Okay. For now, I'll just take this and put it over there. Could have swore I grabbed the leadstone flux ducts. Where'd I put those? You know, eventually I'll be prepared. Now, all of these do have a little internal buffer, as expected, but if we disconnect, it has leakage. Now, because these are the simple versions of the machines, that is kind of what makes them simple, is they do not hold on to power when they sit here. So that is something that if you're wanting to use these early on, pay attention to that. You will constantly be leaking. I think that's equivalent to like 10 RF a tick, if I remember correctly, for the conversion. And I think it's called micro infinity is what EnderIO's proprietary power system is, but it still will run off of RF and crystal flux and all that. So we, now that I have that, need to be upgrading these. Well, how are we going to do that? We have to make some industrial machine chassis, and those right here are made with some industrial die blend and the alloy smelter with a simple machine chassis. Well, we do have an alloy smelter here and a simple machine chassis, just one, but how do we get industrial dye? Well, that requires some organic green dye, specifically has to be the organic, some organic black dye, again, specifically has to be the organic, some crushed lapis or lapis powder, and some crushed quartz or quartz powder, or nether quartz dust, any nether quartz dust. So, if I remember correctly, I can get that version from here. And that will also give us 6. However, we're not going to need all of that right now. So I should have some more quartz somewhere. I just have 2. There we go. And let's see, I need 4. Well, that's processing. Crushed lapis is just lapis in the pulverizer, so I think yeah, it's 2 of that. Come on. There you go. So crushed lapis and crushed quartz are done. Okay. Interesting. Did not expect that. Now, to get organic black dye and also organic green dye, you are going to need to use that alloy smelter, that simple one. Now, the black dye is made with pulverized charcoal and some sort of slime ball will get you 2, or you could also use pulverized coal as well, which is probably what I'm going to do, just because I don't feel like smelting up charcoal. Now, if somehow you have an egg, then you can use 3, but it's not really worth it, because by the time you get, I mean, it'll still be equivalent. It's just kind of depending on which is easier for you to get, slime balls or eggs. But we will go ahead and get 2 slime balls, which I know I do have some. That's why very early on I said I wanted to get some rice. It's because I'd need these for that. Now, I do need this. Should be able to make sticks out of this. That way. There we go. Store all that. I'll still keep that, but I need to get the bone meal here. The organic green dye is going to need grass. I need to get 12 grass for it, so that's what I'm going to get here. Shouldn't take too long. I already have it. There we go. Go ahead and store that. Just keep the 12 there. And while I pulverize the charcoal, I'll go ahead and have the simple alloy making the organic green. That does go in here, right? No, it's clippings and trimmings. I'm an idiot. Let's see, can I use grass? That's double tall grass. Tell me I didn't just waste time. Nope, I can't. So, now that I actually pay attention to the crafting recipe, you take grass and you put it in the sawmill, or the sag mill rather, and that will give you these clippings and trimmings. I need 12 of those. So, while that's running, I am going to get 6 coal and put it in the pulverizer. That way, once that gets done, we can go ahead and start with getting the organic black dye. And while that's processing, this should be done almost. Gotta love that timing. And of course, well, it is chance-based on whether or not you actually get the clippings and trimmings from doing that, so let me grab the other grass that I have here. Put it in again. Go ahead and eat while I wait. I need to work on some food here in a bit, which I will work on that between episodes, because I still have the cooked fish, but I'm going to want something better. Now we have the organic black dye, and we'll get the organic green dye here in just a second. There is that. Now we go craft this into the industrial dye. And let's see here. I know that I'm going to want some more of these, but let's go ahead and take a look at what else we're going to need before I actually start making the industrial machine chassis. So we are going to want the alloy smelter. And where is the regular sag mill? There we go. The sag mill. Now you'll notice the dark steel blend, or dark steel ingot here. That is made in the alloy smelter with pulverized coal, iron, or you could use steel if you've already got that being made for some reason. This mod pack, I don't see any reason why to make steel. I just don't. And then there's also obsidian. Gee, I wonder how I've got, or how I can get obsidian. So we'll go ahead and just do 6, and let me get some more coal here. We'll pulverize that again. And while I wait on that to be pulverized, we will make the first industrial machine chassis. Now, unfortunately, I do need the dark steel before I can actually upgrade these 3 machines. So I will have to wait and do the slow version of this. But I will not set you all through that painful experience of how slow this is. I mean, look at that. I'm doing this 6 times. I'll be right back. Alright, now that I have everything I need, went ahead as well and between cuts made the gears, which is just dark steel nuggets made from dark steel, infinity bimetal, which is grains of infinity, iron or iron alloy, and iron nuggets. And I made one more, I Actually, no, I didn't. I meant to make one more of these. But I will hold off on making that as the industrial machine chassis until after we make this. And it helps if I actually grab the alloy smelter here. Now, if you want, you can clear these. It's not necessary, but it helps when wanting to do anything with JEI. So let's go over here, and you will notice something. There's no capacitor in here. That's the reason I made these. Now, the basic one is going to be the absolute minimum. As you can see, it stores 100,000 of the micro infinity energy. We're just going to call it RF from now on, just to make things a little easier for people. Power. Now, this not being the simple anymore has quite a few advantages. Now, I'm pretty sure the simple did still have the configuration, but not really worth it because it's just a little stepping stone. You can go ahead and click the Show Recipes button. It'll show everything that you can smelt in here, and then click over to all the alloys you can make, which a lot of them are just going to be glass ores, stuff like that. Now, right here, there is furnace mode and all, and right now it's set to all smelting. You can change that to alloys only or furnace only. All smelting, doesn't matter what you put in here, it'll check all the recipes. If it can be turned into an alloy, it'll make an alloy. If it can't be turned into an alloy, it won't make an alloy. If you have automation set up and have it set to all smelting, but one of the ingredients can be smelted, it will go ahead and smelt before you get the alloy ingredient in there. So you always want to make sure what mode you have here. For now, we are just going to have it at alloys mode, and we will show you, where is it, how much faster it is to get this. Not too much faster, but enough to make a difference. So we'll come over here. Now we will make a sag mill, which it as well will also need a capacitor. However, if you look at the quest rewards here, you get some double layer capacitors, which you saw how fast it was to make that. Let me get something to smelt real quick, that way I can kind of compare it for you. And also, what a cool thing the alloy smelter does is it'll do 3 at a time. You'll see here, not too bad, not too good, but right here now, swap that out immediately. I'm pretty sure it doubles it, and that is just immense for upgrading from basically nothing into this. Go ahead and put the other double there, and you'll see this is kind of same interface a little bit, but in here what you would do is, of course I don't have, you would take, say, these ore chunks here, you'll put them in there, and it basically is just a pulverizer. Now there are some recipes it can do that the pulverizer can't, and vice versa. But you'll see as part of the quest reward we got these two little ball things, and as you see, power is a bit of a struggle right now because I don't have the laser coming over here. I'll set that up in a second. So for now, just, yeah, you will see this here and these two balls, redstone alloy grinding ball and dark steel grinding ball. Both of these go into this slot. You can also put flint or some other of the grinding balls here. And you'll notice, if you hold shift over it, there's main output, bonus output, and power use. The ball that you put in there is kind of like a modifier, almost. So think of it to a degree how the slag works for the metallurgical flux here, or the augments with the hardened upgrades works for that. Now, depending on what you're wanting to do, the ball that you use will kind of help determine how efficient you are. As you see here, this has a bonus output of 200%, so you are going to be 200% more likely to get an extra pulverized tin from this ore chunk. The main output, you'll be 35% more, well, sorry, I misread that. The bonus output will be up to 200%. So it'll basically double your chance, roughly. Maybe, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, I think it'll double it, and your main output will end up with 35% more. Your power use will only be down to 70%. So it will use less power while also giving you more items. And if you look at the redstone alloy, yeah, I was right, it's double. Your main and bonus output will not change from the base of not having anything here, but your power usage will drop down to 35%. So if we do this, come on, am I really not making, wow, I'm not making a lot of power at all. Where was I getting any? Looks like it's all just kind of floating in there. Let's go ahead and connect these up then. Two. Don't think this is close enough. No, it's not. I'll swap it out between episodes for a regular, but for now, just to prove a point, or proof of concept, we will use the advanced here. And now you'll see I am getting more. With the iron ore chunk, you do also get nickel and cobblestone, and we've already filled up. And look how much faster that is now that I have this in here. If we take that out, it will actually slow down a little bit. We put the dark in there, and these will also determine how fast something processes in here. So what you'll want to do, what I'm going to do, take and move that torch there, put that small crate there, and you will right click to cycle through, and it will automatically output. So I'll go ahead and put that there. If I wanted to, I could automatically put it into the alloy smelter from the left, but for now I do not want to do that. I want to just store whatever I'm making here, and yeah, that will be kind of the beginning of EnderIO. That should get us to where now we just need to make some energetic alloy and vibrant alloy, and I will go ahead and get the stuff for that. Well, vibrant alloy is just glowstone, gold, redstone, vibrant is an ender pearl. I could do that now before we cut the episode. I'm going to need 2 because that will need ender pearl. I think I might have enough ender pearls for a while. So we'll come to the alloy smelter, and if you notice, I did try to shift click everything in there, but it was set to furnace only mode, and it did not even accept it. So now it's alloy mode. Let this process. And while we wait, I am a little hungry. Whenever you craft your first EnderIO thing, it will always give you some EnderIOs. A nice little cereal, part of a balanced breakfast. So let's go ahead and eat that. Gives me a nice bit of saturation. Okay. Did not take me. I was hoping it would like put me downstairs or something. But yeah, whenever you eat those, they will just teleport you random. Like if you're eating coarse fruit or I'm trying to think, is anything else up until coarse fruit actually randomly teleport you? Don't remember. I don't think so. My vanilla Minecraft is eluding me. But there is the energetic. We'll go ahead and make the vibrant. Now, it does take a little longer. A lot longer, actually. So that will go ahead and process between episodes. I will submit the energetic. And because I do know that right here in the crossroads, I will need some vibrant alloy blocks. Between episodes, now that I also have the ender pearls for it, I will go ahead and make the enderium block and a vibrant alloy block. Because, as you saw, vibrant alloy is just the energetic with an ender pearl. It's nice and simple. So I will go ahead and work on that between episodes. I will submit this quest at the beginning of next episode, and I'll work on some of these as well, because the item conduits require the pulsating iron, turn that into nuggets, and all that. And I will work on getting the infinite water here, because we're going to need it for something later on, and it'll be very, very helpful. So, we'll go ahead and end the episode here, and go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.